We have what you know and love. We have the dinghies. Oh yeah. Okay, so I've mentioned this a million times. Does anyone understand? So I just, popped this over and then made both sides. Does that, you know how Windows, when you just click and drag a window, I don't want to do it just yet because I want to show you. When you click and drag it and pull it to the side, a tab, it'll snap to the side. You can do the same with this. The middle here, I'm going to do it again, and it'll let me grab both at the same time. But right now, it only lets me grab one at a time, right? And so here, I'll do this, and then it'll have a little space there. And you see how it highlights both, and now it allows me to move both of them. Does anyone know why it is? How I can make that happen the first time? Is that only a thing I have to do that and then adjust? Because usually what I do is I pull this off the tab on my other screen, and I go like this, and then I have to make this pop over. Every single time I'm adjusting that. I have no idea why that's the fix to it. You have to move your Jake cam over so he doesn't spoil our fun. Shit. You see, I've got a Dingo set up now. We can do the Dingo setup. Yeah. So he won't be able to spoil any of our fun. That makes sense. We can absolutely do it this way. In fact, if we do it this way, then I can put this all the way over to the side, and we can have more of this. And then I can be up here looking up at it. So this is chat still somewhere? Chat isn't somewhere. True. Hold on. Wait, let's get chat in here. I think you're just... Wait, you are? You should be. Oh, you're behind me. That's why. Hold on. You're here. You're behind me, and I think you're behind the screen capture. Yep. You are here. We have... I think you guys should be... not there, though. Chat, is this real? It is. No, you can't be over there. We can try this. I think that's a little in the way, but maybe it doesn't matter. Who cares? Whoops. I need to bring... Nope. Can you... Okay, you had to stay. Blink. Oh, that's why you weren't moving. You were locked when I didn't want you locked. There's a little bit of a thing here to give contrast so that we can see chat better. We can do that. Maybe scoop Bingo up and put it under? We could try... Well, no, that's a whole thing. Because this is just my desktop, right? So, just do something like that. Just put chat underneath. Chat down here. Chat under the Dingo card. But I can't quite do that. I guess I can do this. That's the sauce, baby. Yeah, it's a little behind you guys, though, because I can't... Well, no. No, I can't put that under there. I would have to change the height, I suppose. Love this? Okay. All right, wait. Can I alt this? Can I... Yeah, okay, let's do that. You can't put chat in a corner. Oh, you're in your corner. You are absolutely in the corner, chat. You guys like my desktop background? We don't look at it a lot, but... I think that'll work. It's not perfect, but sure. You're in a corner. Okay. So we have Dave-proofed Bingy. We have Dave-proofed Dingy for whenever, if he looks at it, we'll just, he won't be in the way. Thanks. So, yeah, that'll be set forever, I think. There we go. We have Dave Dingy. Now only Dave will cover us. Oh, Dave's gonna cover you guys. Oh no, he's gonna cover chat. Dude. It's pretty rough. But he's not gonna cover anything that's important, so that's funny. I didn't mean that as an insult, chat, but that was funny. Chat finally gets burned. It's not me this time. Minimize Jake. Now you're in a corner. No, what the fuck? Jake accidentally doming chat. That's right. All right. We need to bet your dingies first. I haven't even looked at this card. Chat, what's your dingies? Let's see what the card is. It's dingy time. We have, for the love of God, screams at chat, cell phone, does a voice, pretends to fuck, rent-free, triggered, just make shit up, slow brain, rage quit, stereotype, I'm better than you, yelling when shit hits the fan, which he hasn't said in a little bit. When shit hits the fan is on the hot seat. If we don't click it this time, it's got to be gone. He hasn't said it in a while. Sarah, piss break. God, I hope he doesn't say Sarah. Piss break again, but it has to be when it doesn't make sense. Big mad, boring, worries about paternity, creepy, Joker laugh, Boomer Dave, boy, and another again. That's what I said last time. I've already said this. When shit hits the fan is on the double hot seat because it didn't get taken off. Brooke's been bad. Oh no. Don't say it like that. That's funny. Nah, don't worry about it. We'll do this one and then it'll be fine. Oh my. 20 seconds to bet your dingies. Last call for dingy points. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Hold on. Actually, one thing. Wait, I'm stupid. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm concerned that the dry lick is still too moist. I'm concerned the dry lick is too moist, but it's possible that if I upload this, maybe it'll work. So instead of slurp, maybe just that. I think it's gonna be too wet. I think they're not gonna like it. Yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah, it's got to be approved. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna like it. Maybe it's too much tongue. I don't know. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. No such thing as too moist. All right. Make it moister. Dude, they got mad. I don't know. They banned it. So we'll see what happens. All right. We're dinging. We're dinging and donging. Here we go. I have no idea what this is. He's watching. This is called The Self-Owning Cigna by Iron Goat. The Goat? Iron Goat? Got the car, got everything. This just looks different, so I'm like, am I forgetting something? No, I think we're good. Probably the volume.
You know what? Screw it. Let's find out if I have any empathy or not.
Empathy? Oh.
6 signs you're dealing with someone who deeply lacks empathy.
God, he's so edgy. Let's see if I have empathy. The guy he's reacts to, Oxhorn is a far-right loser Christian. This guy? Oh yeah, all of these are pretty stupid. Any kind of video that's like this. I got a dog hair or something?
Hi everyone. Do you want to know if a friend, colleague, spouse, partner, or family member you're dealing with lacks empathy?
The Fallout video? Oh. This person, I guarantee you, is also right-wing. There's so many of these guys, and a lot of them do, like, pickup artist shit. I don't know anything about the Fallout video.
Well, considering empathy is a lie and empathy doesn't exist.
What does he think empathy is?
Yeah, sure.
Like, people that care about other people? Like, caring about another person? So make shit up.
There are some warning signs to be aware of. A lack of empathy is the inability to empathise with or show genuine concern for the feelings of others.
No, I'll show concern for the feelings of others if their concerns and my ability to care about those concerns make sense.
I'll only care about it if I do. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Slow brain.
I can understand the concern somebody has about me eating a ribeye steak because they're vegan.
That's not what empathy is. What? Empathy isn't that you consider a vegan being mad at you eating a ribeye steak and then choose to eat the steak anyway. Like that's not an example of you not having empathy for them. Maybe of the cow, but I mean, me too. I eat meat. I don't care. Empathy is when vegan. Yeah, I don't know what this is.
But I'm also not gonna, not eat the damn steak.
Sure. I like steak too. What? That's it?
People with this trait are pretty difficult to deal with, and the signs can be seen in their behaviour patterns.
Activate the
However, they can't interpret non-verbal cues or body language to determine people's emotions.
Oh my god, and you're a man. Men don't do these nonverbal cues or body language.
Yelling?
Men are direct. I'm sorry you have to deal with men.
Men don't have body language? What do I click for that? Men don't have body language. Just stupid. Just a dum-dum. I already did that.
They can't tell when someone is sad, angry, or frustrated, and behave accordingly.
No. This is the thing. If I think somebody's upset, I say, hey, is something bugging you?
That's empathy, Dave. Yeah, that's what empathy. Yeah, that's part of that. So you have empathy. You can intuit in someone else a feeling, and you're like, hey, are you upset? I can just see Dave being like, hey, did I make you mad? Tell us that you don't know what empathy is without telling us that you don't know. Like, it's just being able to identify in other people struggles that you might go through as well. Dude, my hype train is stuck. Is anyone else's chat stuck in hype train mode? Okay, it's gone now.
And if they say no, nothing's not, no, everything's fine, I'm going to be like, okay. I'm not going to prod him.
That's not what empathy is. I'm not going to prod. He's yelling.
Go.
Men don't have body language, says man whose body once popped a Coors flare in alarm.
Overall, if you find yourself in a relationship with people like this, it will be constant misunderstandings and disagreements. 2. Inability to control emotion.
Or you could just say...
Inability to control emotions, big time. I don't think that's an example of not having empathy, though. Maybe. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense.
You fucking feel.
What?
Not have to fucking leave everyone with a guessing game. Quit being a little bitch. Be a man for the first time in your life and state how you fucking feel.
He's just fully misunderstanding whatever this is. I can't tell if he's big mad or triggered.
Not only are they unable to
I think
understand
he's
others,
triggered.
people who lack empathy also find it
See how it
challenging to
goes.
understand and
Close.
control their emotions. They lack the emotional intelligence to understand their behavior.
I also find it very funny that in this scenario, he's presenting the woman as the overbearing aggressor and him trying to be the sympathetic male.
Dude, ow.
Oh, God, what a bitch.
What a bitch. Wait,
Behavior
who is he mad at here? Isn't... Big stereotype. Is he mad at the cartoon lady? Is he mad at the animator? Is he mad at this guy? The character? This could be clipped into an example of lack of emotional intelligence. Exactly. That felt triggered. Damn. I mean, I'm pretty close. He's pretty close to triggered here. I don't know.
Patterns and impulses. Hence, they tend to overreact to situations and people generally.
Who sent him this?
What do you
He absolutely does that.
consider an overreaction to what scenario?
What do you mean I overreact?
Oh.
Did one of you guys send him this?
Somebody bumps into me at a bar, I'm not going to do a damn thing. I'm like, yeah, hey, you bumped into me. All right, sorry. No problem.
Uh-huh.
You do you. Got my wallet? Okay, you do you.
Got my wallet? He just picked it himself?
But if somebody smashes, a chair across my back and
What? If I get into a fight from the movie Roadhouse, I'll simply roundhouse kick a fucker. Yeah, okay. Obviously.
if I'm not knocked unconscious, there's going to be a fight.
Oh, wow. Surprise, Dave. Dave would Did you know that Dave would fight someone? Dave is so manly, he would fight someone if someone fought him. Holy shit. That's a man right there. That is a man.
They don't know if their behaviors may cause pain to others. They only know what they want, so they will do it regardless.
Oh boy.
3. Self-centeredness. This is also
I try to smoke every time he finishes a beer. It's not fair.
characteristic of those who lack empathy. They are so preoccupied with their thoughts and experiences that nothing else matters to them.
And that's a bad thing. How?
Holy shit, he got a donation? Let's fucking go, dude. Big day. That's a big stream, dude. Not a bad donation either. $9. Hell yeah, dude. What does it say? Sound second thought video. Second thought video. Do you guys know what this video is? I'm sure you could follow the URL. The default zombie? Did you already type it in? Oh, you mean the default zombie up here, yeah. The Streamlabs, yeah. Both of you broke an all-time record? Aw! You're right.
Thank you for your subscription or donation.
Thank you for your subscription or donation. I don't give a shit. I made more of a deal about that than he did. That's funny. Yeah, because I don't need $9. It's not about that, man. Someone spent $9 on you. Someone gave you $9. They had to work hard for that. You should appreciate the people that take the time to, especially you, should take the time to appreciate the people that take time out of their lives to share it with you.
Or I suppose bounty. I don't know what to call it.
Similarly, even when you try to share your experiences
What
with
does Dave get out of his videos? He uses it as an excuse to not drink alone. That's genuinely what he's doing. He hates handouts, but he still shills for donations. Dude, he streams for like 2 hours max, and in the course of the runtime, gets shit hammered into oblivion and blacks out. $9 an hour and 20 minutes of stock and Doritos. Hell yeah. That's pretty fucking good. Is that really how much they make, stock and Doritos? They make 18, what's that? $27 an hour? Not bad.
They always find a way to bring themselves
I'll
into
stock
the
some fucking
picture
Doritos, yeah.
and let their emotions take precedence over yours.
Well, normally male feminist bitches like you do that exact same thing and way more than people like me.
Feminist? Is that what's happening here? I think he's mad just for no reason.
They don't
I think
find
he's just triggered. I think he's triggered. I don't know what he could possibly be mad about.
listening to others amusing. Instead, if people are listening to their stories and achievements, it feels like they have gained the whole world on their side. 4. They are excessively critical of others.
Uh-oh.
This is another common characteristic of people who lack empathy.
Uh-oh. Look, I think most of these videos are bullshit, but maybe this one's true. It's nailing him. Yeah, uh-oh. He seems, I think he's mad because this is literally talking about him. Yeah.
Judge other people's behavior or actions because they find it difficult to understand people.
Again, are you just venting about some ex-girlfriend you had?
Again, are you venting about an ex-girlfriend? He didn't say that. All right. We're going to roll for it. Odds, left again, right is even. Let's see. D20. That's a 13. That's an odd. I'm sure it'll happen anyway. Just in case bingo matters, though, you know.
And by the way, this has nothing to do with empathy. You're done. Fuck off. Fuck you. Kiss my ass.
Wow, he rage quit. Let's fucking go. He literally rage quit because it started to describe him. That's fucking funny, dude. That's incredible. I really didn't think that would happen. We're only 5 minutes in. I thought this was what the video was. Ooh, what an interesting clip. How interesting. Okay, I'm in, dude. He saw himself in that picture and he did not like it. Yeah. 2 minutes of that video. You chose this video, Dave. That's crazy.
All right, here's the video that was paid for.
Uh-huh. So pressed. Here's the video that was paid for. God, I hate this. I hate doing this. I don't like it.
This episode and others like it are brought to you by the generous support of my patrons on Patreon.
If you guys think a media share would be fun, a media share stream where you could, usually how it goes is you provide a link and a dono amount, and that dono amount plays a specific amount of runtime of the thing, and then it goes on to the next one. And then, like, everybody gets, you sort of meme throughout the whole thing. That'd be funny. For, like, a subathon situation. It would take a lot of donos, though. I think it would probably be better with a even bigger stream. We're at 190 right now, but that's, like... probably.
What is wrong with salami?
Although, with the biddies, it could be funny. Dave somehow is disadvantaged at things he's proficient in. Somehow. He somehow has disadvantage on things he's proficient in. That's funny. It's the drunkenness, dude.
Yes, an invention of pure capitalism being used by a socialist.
What?
I wonder if you'll turn the means of production of your channel over to the people that support you on Patreon.
Why doesn't he ever understand anything? What is pure capitalism? Lefties can have jobs in entertainment under capitalism and still advocate for not capitalism. In fact, I think it's one of the more ethical routes you can take if you're able. Because this is just like, you know, this is busking. I'm busking. I'm just busking with an internet connection. It's not different. And I don't play the bongos or whatever. You know, I don't play a guitar.
Of course you won't. Anyway, I gotta pee again. I'll be right back.
Piss break!
Empires have risen, grown to prominence.
Where do I send fan art? You want to send fan art? We have in the official Discord, unless you mean a physical copy. But in the official Discord right there, the link in the chat, we have a whole fan art section. We love to show, or we'd love to see it.
And collapsed into the mist of time. The Roman Empire.
Well, the Roman Empire has not collapsed to the mist of time because, we still talk about it.
That's what he said. That's what that. Oh my god, dude! Holy shit! That's what he meant. Dave misunderstands is what I would click, but he doesn't have it. I don't have it. Yeah, he's just stupid. That's what he's saying. He's really fucking dumb in this one. I don't understand. He just doesn't listen or something.
The Egyptian Empire or the Egyptian Kingdom, whatever you want to call it, didn't collapse into the mists of history because we still talk about it.
Dave, that's what this means.
Do you know what did collapse to the sands of history?
The sands now.
The Kingdom of Wallachia.
Wallachia?
And you're like, Dave, what the fuck is the Kingdom of Wallachia?
Wallachia?
Oh, it's only the kingdom Vlad the Impaler ruled.
Cool, man.
Just saying.
Question on everyone's mind.
Just saying. What is he just saying? What is he saying? Just saying. Are you? Though? I don't know what to. There's nothing to click. He's just stupid. It's just he's just so jarringly dumb. There's no bingo thing for this. He's just stupid.
Probably because it's the title of this video. Are we living through the end of an empire?
No. We haven't gotten anywhere near the sphere of influence that Rome enjoyed.
Are we living near the end of an empire? We enjoy much more space than Rome did. What? There you have it. Dave says no. Yeah. Like, not in terms of necessarily territory, although I think that is true because, like, when you think of what control is in that time, like, you know, some guys 2,000 miles away that don't have access to, you know, radios or can't communicate with their fucking people. You know, the reason that Rome collapsed was due to the fact that they couldn't communicate or control this wide space. So to call it control is fucking silly. But whatever. We have global influence. Like we have, I mean, American hegemony is it's the greatest empire ever, and I'm not happy about it. But I mean, like, it is what it is.
Our territory is nowhere near there.
Disagree.
And
I disagree.
In this episode, we'll take a look at the precarious position of
The
the
U.S. is almost 2 million square miles bigger. Yeah. Like even the biggest estimates where they give them large swaths of Africa, like you don't have like that actual physical control the way the U.S. does over its spaces.
You for as much say as we are not an empire.
He just has to be contrarian to be contrarian. He makes no sense. Yeah. He just wants to disagree with everything he sees. He's not actually listening, man. Which is just an utter shock for everyone involved.
There's a lot of things of, yes, we are.
States and consider some historic parallels to assess whether the U.S. is really in decline.
Oh, I love how he only showed Trump. Not Obama, not Bill Clinton, not Jimmy Carter, not FDR!
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
FDR Boomer Dave? No, that's not what it means. Fuck. Maybe it should mean that. Where he's just old. Obama. Goddamn Obama.
Hey, curly hairs on guys has to go. Stop doing this curly hair bullshit.
Stop having curly hair. Guys with curly hair, you fucker. How dare you have curly hair, you son of a bitch. Why is he mad about this? No, Big Mad is different. He has to get bigger and madder. I don't understand why you're mad at this guy's hair. Is it jealousy? All right, I'm tired of these fucking archipelago having ass. I'm tired of bald guys who grow their hair. How about that? Growing your hair long when you're bald is cope. I don't like that. That's a real take I'll have. Because you should just be free, my friend. Unless specifically you're not growing it long because you're bald. You're just growing it long because you want that sort of mossy archipelago swoopy thing. Like maybe you're in a band or something. Some people can pull it off. I'm not saying it's inherently bad. I'm saying if you are growing it because you're bald, it's cope. Stop it. He must wear a hat at work. He must. I would be shocked. I bet he wears a hat every day. Do you wear a hat when you go out, Dave? Do you wear a hat at work? Reverse mullet? Yeah, so people think he has long, luscious hair. Thousand chance. It's a Coors hat. It's Coors. I thought Coors was gay. No. It's Budweiser. Well, it's a Frito-Lay.
Otherwise, we get to bully you as if you were in middle school.
Cool. Please clap.
Rome. Or are we doing this as two takes?
Well, actually, you do know the Roman Empire was not around all that long.
He's not smart enough to be
not compared to the Rome Republic.
Okay, here we go. I'm ready.
So the Republic of Rome. These are the same thing, sort of. Like, come on, man. They're just government styles. Dave, the history understander. The Roman Republic is Dave's Roman Empire. How often do you think the Roman Empire? Fucking never, dude. Now let's talk about it.
Rome. The empire all other empires aspire to be. From their...
What? Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
breathtaking architecture, to their lavish feasts, to their...
They were not the only empire to do this.
penchant for feeding people they don't like to wild animals.
They definitely were not the only people to do this.
Is he gonna stop it every time?
At least Romans made a game out of it.
Cool, man.
Wow.
He's so mad. He's like defending.
Genghis Khan just tortured him and killed him.
Why is he so
Rome is truly the shining
Rome?
example of what other nations can only hope to accomplish.
Yep.
We can't really talk about empires or empires in decline without talking about the Roman one.
Why is he going to disagree with
Rome
this?
might have been one of the longest lasting empires.
What is he talking about this? Like he has any understanding?
Now my brain is racing about the Mayan Empire or the Aztec Empire.
Racing. It's racing.
But fuck it. They might have been one of the longest lasting, but they certainly weren't the biggest.
Who was the biggest?
Or the best run.
Who's saying that? No, you're arguing with nobody. What? The voices are in your head, Dave. Do you have Google, Dave? What's the kind of Google that Dave should make right now? Who was biggest empire? Should I type that? Here, let's do it. Who was biggest empire? The British Empire. There you go. Losing a shadow box. Yeah, I don't know. He does that constantly. Tartaria. Did you just say the Aztec lasted longer than Rome? They were around for like 100 years. Well. You can hear Dave's 1.2 software trying to find a way to get some heat off of white people he identifies with. Yeah, I mean, you could... Yeah, I agree. There's something he thinks here is racially charged, and he's like, I'm Team Rome. I'm Roman, right? They're white?
So, is there something to this comparison? Is the U.S. the new Rome?
Well, no. Because, again, by this point, if the analogy is to be true, we should have a United States, an emperor of the United States.
Again? What? Okay.
We don't. And we don't have anyone clamoring to be that. And I know your soft-ass little soy boy thing is going to say, well, Donald Trump would slap the crown if it was offered to him.
No, he wouldn't. Wait, no, he wouldn't. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. Obviously, Donald Trump would take a crown. You kidding me? He shits on a golden toilet. He did a voice there, by the way.
Donald Trump would slap the crown out of the guy's hand that offered it to him.
No, he wouldn't, man.
Well, one, this picture here.
Donald Trump literally said in an interview he would be a dictator. Recently.
This painting here.
Yesterday, he said he'd be a dictator on day one. Yeah. Which means that, bad. Donald bad.
Yeah, this scene never took place.
What scene? The
document they
Continental Congress or something?
Spent most of its time in a saddlebag.
My new road.
An insatiable desire for expansion, extreme inequality, a globe's...
Really, we have the kind of inequality they have in Rome.
We have extreme inequality. Similar to the equality in Rome, yeah. Yep, similar, yeah. Certainly relative to one another. Yeah.
I'm just going to go out and say no.
Okay. For what reason?
As for global influence, really, the ancient Romans affected the Chinese, who would have been fighting would have been actually, depending on the emperor.
Just clamoring so that he can say a fact he might know, maybe? How is he this dumb? I don't know. Like, the Chinese was not I thought he was going to go the other side of the world where he would be technically right. And it's like, well, yeah, but that's not what he means. He means, like, at the time, they didn't even know the other side of the world existed. So they felt like they had global influence. It's fine. They treated it as such. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Forgot about the Silk Road. Don't worry about it. I didn't think he would use China. I genuinely thought he would go somewhere they actually didn't have any contact with. Easy dunk. Easy W. The fucking Polynesian Islands. No Roman influence there.
The Roman Empire had what to do with the Chinese Three Kingdoms period?
The Three Kingdoms
exactly.
period?
Please
just wait about China?
Explain to me.
Oh, no. Please explain to me. Uh-oh. He said it. Please explain to me. Does it get explained? It's a cell phone waiting to happen.
Not for nothing. What did they have to do with that?
They were purchasers of their silk. Yeah, he doesn't.
What did Rome have to do with anybody living in North or South America?
Do you think if he Googled this, did he Google the Silk Road? Everybody can feel it coming. Oh yeah. He's going to be so fucking mad.
What did Rome have to do with anything in Africa below the Sahara Desert? Oh, that's right, nothing.
Okay. Rome, pussies. Man who fell asleep with the History Channel on. Yeah. Same vibe for sure.
Rome never had a diplomatic corps in China.
Okie doke.
Spanning network of influence, a penchant for chattel slavery.
And they never had a diplomatic corps in any of the areas that I just mentioned. Iron Gullet. Open up a fucking history book.
Screams at chat.
Military.
Do you have to have diplomatic courts in other countries to do that? So they did when they started to expand their empire. That is them doing that, for the record. But they didn't in China, I guess. Sure, but they had trade, open trade. I guess I don't know if they had. Maybe they did have an emissary, and certainly they had some kind of more permanent situation in China at some point, right? Just some people that stayed behind, even if it wasn't official. I don't know. I'm sure you could read about that in the Silk Road things.
Dominance and decadent displays
Hell, they didn't even know Scandinavia existed.
of wealth. There have been countless books, essays, political
Was that Nero? Clocks 3. All roads lead to cores.
tribes, and social media posts earnestly comparing the United States.
No.
No what?
They did not. In fact, the goddamn China was thought to be a myth till Marco Polo went there.
The Romans knew of the existence of China. They call it Serica.
States to Rome. Both displayed a shocking level of wealth inequality. Both suffered.
Except
Dave needs to do a half-second Google search. This is basically the number one result. Wow. We have so many pieces of evidence. Possible Roman Greeks in Burma and China. This is what I was talking about. It is possible that a group of Greek acrobatic performers who claimed to be from a place west of the seas, Rome and Egypt, were presented by a king of Burma to Emperor An of Han in 120 AD. Wow. It's pretty far ago. It's a long time. You're fucking shaking right now.
much like in America, in Rome, you could rise from rag to riches. There were no elections in Rome.
There were definitely elections in Rome. What? There were absolutely elections in Rome. The story of Julius Caesar highlights a period of time, like he won an election, and then he was placed as, anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is untrue. They had senators, they had all sorts of stuff. There were always elections.
However, you could probably buy your way in.
Wow. Upset about the intersection of capitalism and politics? Me too.
But how did people do that? How would a poor man do that? Oh, yeah, become a famous gladiator.
A famous gladiator? Oh, yeah, become a famous gladiator. That's not... Hold on. How many Roman senators were gladiators? A former senator was sent there to fight to the death, which is, Another senator had wanted to fight in full armor but was denied permission. I don't think this has ever happened once. Is he thinking about the movie Spartacus, which is very unlike what he's talking about, but is a famous gladiator that rises to some kind of, as a revolutionary leader? Is he thinking of the movie Gladiator, which also isn't this? He's not a senator. in this at all. And then he fights the Emperor at the end. I don't really know what he's thinking of. He's actually just the dumbest guy you've ever heard of with the most confidence. I don't know why he's like this. He doesn't know anything about anything at all. How did he do this? This is a scientific anomaly. How is Dave wrong all the time? How is it possible?
Fuck bicycles!
Look, he's trying to do a history. He'd also call historians pussy brain soy boys that don't know shit. Truly the source of wisdom and knowledge. Absolutely.
No, there is no connection with China and the Roman Empire. I'd love for you to provide proof.
The same response to disease outbreaks.
I forgot that's where we got. He's remarkably cocky about being remarkably stupid. He won't Google it. Someone else will have to for him.
Which is to say those in power let a whole lot of people die and isolated themselves as best they could. But we should also note that a lot of the people...
If you're talking about COVID, that was not an epidemic. It wasn't a plague. It wasn't anything.
Making these comparisons are only doing it because they have this weird thing about mythologizing the United States. It's a very young country, comparatively speaking. So what better way to afford it a little extra grandeur than giving ourselves the title of the New Rome, the shining city on a hill, the glorious republic that commands the world itself. That fits very nicely into the whole manifest destiny,
This is the COVID section. Now we're talking about COVID now? It's not even about that.
American exceptionalism thing. We'll get back to that towards the end of the video. But first, we need to address what the end of an empire actually looks like. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, the fall of Rome.
Dude, is that Dave's stream that causes that?
I'm sure you've heard the phrase, the fall of Rome.
That's not me. This has been happening throughout. His stream, his upload speed sucks, dude. Are you stealing your internet, man? No, this has been a few videos in a row it's been like this.
Despite the popularity of the phrase, most academics have moved on from the term fall when talking about the Roman Empire. The consensus now is that it wasn't any single inflection point that triggered a dramatic collapse, but an agonizing, generations-long slide into a decreased standing in the world.
Yup. If you do go to school and talk about Rome in your class, you will have many discussions about what's the reason. Really, it's all of them. All of them are reasons. They were all, all the bad things that happened were happening. True.
There wasn't one single point where we could say Rome was an empire yesterday, and today it's a failed project. The real world doesn't work like that. There were certainly some instances one could point to as chapter markers near the end of the story. For example, around the year 476, there wasn't really an emperor claiming the vast swaths of land the empire had once held with an iron fist.
You're seriously going to say that there was a route to China and they talked to one another in Italy?
Yes! Dude, there's a whole fucking story about this shit. Yes! This is a famous... How has he never heard of the Silk Road? I don't even care. If you've never heard of the Silk Road, cool. I don't understand why he's arguing so strongly for the opposite of a Silk Road. That's the thing that's just not knowing history of the world, a sinless crime. You don't have to be educated on everything all the time. We don't all have to be super smart pantses, okay? But to be so cocky and wrong and shitty about it. Why? This is a cell
China and
phone.
Italy talked to one another
Cell phone.
between the years 9 AD
Yes.
and 200 AD.
Yes.
Yeah,
He is never more vocal than on a topic he knows nothing of. Absolutely.
Go.
Literally, yes. That's like when it happened. Make China too far from Rome. Like you can see him here trying to whittle down the years. He's like, well, just 1 and 2 first 200 years, huh? No?
I don't fucking think so.
Is it Sino? Why? Is that how you say Sino-Roman? Relations comprise the primarily indirect contacts and flow of trade goods, information, and occasional travelers between the Roman empires and the Han Dynasty, as well as between the later Eastern Roman Empire and various successive Chinese dynasties that followed. Sino? Sino-Roman?
Sacked multiple times. But what really did the city in was when the supply chain failed. State-subsidized grain shipments on state-subsidized ships tied up at state-subsidized docks. Eventually, as the state was less able or willing to maintain these mundane but crucial projects, things sort of just fell apart over time. It's never one big collapse,
This happened in, with the fucking, Paris situation. Let them eat cake. Yeah, the whole Bastille. You can't let people have bread lines. You can't live in luxury while other people suffer, or the people who are suffering will inflict their suffering upon you. The problem with so the difference between that and now is the infrastructure is different. To where, like, back then there really wasn't an option outside of these state subsidized breads and things like that, but now you can get like super densely caloric but not necessarily nutritious foods that will keep you alive for pretty cheap at survival rates. Like we're just at survival levels at all times, which is deeply stressful to everyone involved, right, in poverty. Because your every day is a struggle. Every single day is a grind, and that's why they call it the grind. And, like, only even successful people have this deep anxiety about this because they come from that, typically. But, like, this is just a different thing. It's so much more sophisticated and deeply wrung. This is just hungry people with fucking knives, and everybody has knives. And some of, back then they have, like, Praetorian guards who would do the right thing when it needed to be done. Also, sometimes they were corrupt. It's whatever.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Countless seemingly insignificant failures that together add up to an inability to function.
Yeah, dude. This is what people are saying.
And does America have a grain supply shipment problem? No.
We have other supply shipment problems, and also I think grain is probably among them. I guarantee you we had grain issues. The price of everything went up. A lot of it was artificial, though. A lot of it was using the moment to say, well, we can't stock stuff, so we have to raise prices. Ukraine? Yeah. But he doesn't like his brain is frictionless. He doesn't, well, it's because his dome is, too.
We're the fattest nation on earth. In fact, it'd probably be the best thing for America to have a grain supply shipment problem.
He's
We
body
lose some
shaming.
weight.
Lose some weight, everybody else but me. Lose some weight.
The Great Depression was caused by
Is Ukraine the breadbasket of the world? No.
easy credit to everyone, thinking that the stock market would never go down, and having most of your money in that.
So it was like a credit default situation. It's so much more complex than just people had money in the stock market and lost it. Did they just argue pro food insecurity? I don't know, man. Yeah, he did. He said that we should have less food so that we lose weight or something. Funny that a guy like Dave, who is never more than a foot from a beer, isn't worried about grain supplies. Papa Jake, I crave violence. Oh no.
Because I watch documentaries of people that live through it.
Dave has watched documentaries on like the Dust Bowl and fucking the Great Depression, and has said they lived through it. and it wasn't bad or something? Like,
Well, that were adults at the time, and we're like, oh, yeah, you just had to cover. And you sell a ring or whatever on your thing, you cover, and then you get it out of the pawn shop the next week.
he did a voice again. I don't know who he's trying to imitate. I know it wasn't bad because I heard a guy say it wasn't. Pitchforks and torches.
Well, eventually that's going to come crashing down.
The Red Scares.
By the way, we're far better off economically than we were before or after the Great Depression. The Red Scare was Joseph McCarthy being a dickhead.
That's surprising. You don't like commies, though. You agree with what he did.
Thinking that there are communists everywhere.
And McCarthyist pogrom.
I cannot believe that he ran into McCarthy sucks. Extremely rare Dave W. Let's fucking go. I'll smoke to that. Dave W. Hey, let's go. Dave, you were able to do it. The broken clock, man. Yeah. It's fucking, what time is it? On Dave's clock, it's 11:73 on Dave's clock. Can't believe it. He's literally a broken clock. He's not been right twice though.
9/11.
That had nothing to do with economics. That was a terrorist attack. Fuck off and fuck you.
The terrorist attack on the World Trade Center didn't have any impact on economics. Okay. It crashed the economy. Yeah, I mean, it like literally, here we are. Successful terrorist attack. Mission accomplished. Bin Laden straight up won this exchange. He may have got killed for it. And I'm not saying he did a good thing, I'm not. But, you know, he was like, this empire is flimsy. Your banks are part of the problem. Although he's saying it from an anti-Semitic point of view, because he's a piece of shit. But I mean, he did. He won. He destabilized the United States forevermore. We're deeply fascist. I don't think that's what he wanted. Like, I don't think he won that exchange, but he definitely won this exchange. He won the destabilization aspect. We are not a stable country. We are deeply fractured from this moment. Like, this is foundational to American history forever. And George Bush could have stopped it.
My corn is so moist that it's actually dripping.
He could have saved lives. They had the intel on this. They didn't take it seriously enough. A broken clock is right twice a day unless it's round and has no hands. Ooh. Changed our culture for the worse. Big time. Brought out the worst in fucking everybody. It's crazy, too, because in some ways, and I'm sure some of us feel it a little bit, there was a short period of time post 9/11 where the infighting wasn't really there. Like, it was, but it was so pushed to the background, and people were more like, it was more like a sport. We all were rooting for a sports team at the same time or something, like, yeah. You know, our ignorant dads are out here. 2 wars and tax cut. Let's fucking go. And then after that, I started growing up. And you see people, like, there's this America, patriotism thing that happens, Freedom Fries era. Anyone remember the Freedom Fries? And then, like, as soon as the Afghanistan shit was, like, coming to an end and the Iraq stuff was starting and soldiers starting being sent over and they started recruiting in high schools and, like, that that died down, and the vitriol fucking really hit even harder, and it's not stopped since. Not the freedom fries. Oh, yeah. Dude, I was thinking about going to a deli recently that's nearby that has really good sandwiches, and I saw that back in the early 2000s, they had an old menu picture up, and they called their French bread Freedom Bread at the time. Hilarious. Not necessarily going to hold it to them still, but, I mean, it's a red flag.
The 2008 financial crash and Great
The 2008 financial crash was brought on by people that think like you.
No, it wasn't. It was brought on by a housing market bubble crash, brought on by deeply capitalistic people trying to win one over on the consumer. You should be opposed to their W here and opposed to their bailout. Like, leftists were not involved in this. Dude, he is fucking hammered.
Recession, COVID, and now the handful of crises that have been simmering.
COVID was a fucking lie. This is the only time that I've ever been ashamed or pissed off to be an American citizen.
Big mad.
When we all did this. This is my only shame in life.
Your only shame in life? Dave. That's just obviously untrue. Obviously, this is untrue of you. Dave can rot and piss. This is so stupid. What a lie.
This is
COVID, a lie, millions of dead.
is the dumbest fucking possible thing we could have ever. Oh my god! I'm pissed off that I should have been arrested.
I should have been arrested?
I'm pissed off that I should have been arrested.
For what?
If I had to do it all over again, fine, fire me. I refuse to wear a mask.
That would have been funny. Dave just gets COVID and fucking croaks, dude. So he's just anti-mask. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Be anti-mask. I don't care. Spineless ass motherfucker can only opposite in the past. I don't know.
We're going to be fine. The disease kills 1% of people, and those numbers have been greatly inflated.
1% of people. I don't think only 10 million people got COVID. At the start of the pandemic, I was working at All Call Center, and there are so many former coworkers who died from COVID. Yeah, I mean, this is like... It sucked, man. There's lots of people that worked during this that got really fucked up. You should talk to your healthcare professionals, man. I don't know. The boomer remover continues to remove booms. This is a good
Give him
thing.
some squirts of the mumbo sauce.
Dave does have the personality of the First Amendment auditor. 78 million dead worldwide. 78 million. That's fucking crazy, dude.
COVID was a flu. A bad fucking flu. That was it.
It killed people. We need to be, like influenza, we need to be inoculated against it now because it's fucking endemic. Because of you. Like, we literally could have stopped this. The whole world got the same flu in a month. The whole world. That's not fucking fine. It's not just a bad flu. It fucks you up. Like, the effects of people having this are going to be studied for years and seem to be pretty bad. I haven't gotten it still. I'm sure at some point we will get it. But, got them jabbies. Trying to get up to 6G next time, I think. We're not traveling for the holidays this year, though, so I think I'm going to try to just avoid it until I don't avoid it for a little bit. Watch me get it. Watch me fucking get it, dude. Managed to dodge COVID too? Yeah. You can't look at people as... You gotta look at us. Organisms trying to survive in a petri dish with toxin-induced? Yeah, I don't know. This is...
It was nothing to be afraid of! The only solace I have is that people, if they try to do this shit again, will be like, no, fuck this, and fuck you.
Dude, it's gonna happen again, it's gonna be real again, and he's gonna die.
They have to go back.
Because the United States follows a capitalist economic philosophy, the key consideration during the pandemic was keeping the gears of the market turning.
Oh my God. Do you know what I would have said if I was Trump? We've seen the data. The death rate is less than 1%. Everybody take your stupid fucking masks off and let's go back to normal. Fuck it. Let it run through. We'll get natural immunity. Almost everyone will survive this. Fuck off.
Almost everyone. That's 3 million people, you hog. Yeah. Just slaughter a bunch of people. Fuck it. Who cares? So it would have been really easy to just give people like lockdown orders and pay them some money to do so. Be like, hey, everyone, 2 weeks off. Let's try to keep this at a minimum. If you feel sick, go to the hospital. We'll take care of you. Everything's free on the house. Let's run this through and try to keep everybody safe. In the meantime, here's some checks. We'll have some pizzas sent out. Let's go, dude. 2 weeks off of work, everybody.
Fuck bicycles!
But instead we had like months and months of having to catch up to this disease to be able to get enough people, with the resistances needed thanks to vaccines to be able to function as society without having people sick constantly. Because that's what we were having. The problem was that we just couldn't stop being sick all the time until we had, it didn't just run through. People were getting re-sick. People have had it multiple times. Davis making me want to do a TOS violation. Don't do it. Spanish flu is just a bad flu. Yeah, I know, right?
regardless of the human toll. The prime directive of capitalism is the accumulation of capital, and if that means we have to sacrifice low-paid workers on the altar of profit...
Oh my God, 1 million people have died. And almost all of them had either another health problem...
Yeah. Almost all of them had another health problem. Can't have any health problems. Dave, obviously no health problems. Empathetic Dave is back. Ebola is just a tummy ache.
Or we're elderly!
There's like 3 elderly people on here, and most of them, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course there are some elderly people, but these people are like fucking 50, 60, 30, 7, like, what is it, 20? Fucking 18-year-olds is just everybody. Here's a kid. I only had it once, but now when I get sick, my taste gets fucked up. Jeez. Yeah, lots of people got fucked up big time from it.
Or came into the hospital and had 6 bullets in them, but also had COVID, so throw them on that million.
Just making shit up.
Again, it's very sad. Mm-hmm. But Grandpa can't kick out of every one of them. My corn is so moist that it's actually dripping.
How much is a million people, Dave? Where's the bar? 1,000,001?
Fuck bicycles!
Shut up, Dave. Again! Oh, chat.
so be it.
He's the worst. He's
There
like
was-
the worst person that exists. We're going to see his final stream one day. We're going to watch it together,
No
you and me.
meaningful
We're going to watch his final stream. I don't know when it's going to be.
difference between Trump and Biden on this issue, despite the two leaders being characterized as polar opposites by the media.
Oh, so what is your suggestion? Shut everything down, bring the GDP down to zero, and just
The GDP? We don't need to make money for 2 weeks. Like, we still would make money. You could still do stuff. So Michigan's lockdown, like, we went on vacation during lockdown. Everyone just observed, just trying to be careful, trying not to spread any stuff. We had masks on when there were people near us. We went to a restaurant. Like, it was really nice. We went to the beach. We spent a lot of time hanging out in the little rental we got on the beach. It was nice as fuck. Things were cozy until one morning. I'll always remember that Trump said, "That woman from Michigan." Oh, shit. Big Gretch, dude.
everybody stay home. We tried that. It didn't fucking work. Fat.
What? Okay.
No.
Why is he screaming at this guy? He gets so fucking angry. The kidnapping plot. Yeah.
It's just capitalism is the best.
Capitalism is the best.
Capitalism is the best.
Huh? Boring.
And
Good
this was never a pandemic. This was never that lethal of a disease. We way overreacted.
That's not lethal. 1% is a liability that nobody wants. That is just so much death. Slur out of nowhere. Yeah.
And my worry is, what the fuck do we do if we do have a real one? Like something that can kill.
You're going to have cried wolf, not believe it, and you'll die.
1 in 5 people.
Uh-huh.
This killed 1 out of 100. Maybe.
That's a lot. That's so many. How can he not imagine 100? Is he like, 100 is so much? You know, remember when you were a kid and you're like, wow, $100. 100 people is a tremendous amount. I've met well over 100 people. That's significant. Like, it's crazy. Of course, I graduated with over 100 people. Like, what? Hey, some of your classmates are gonna die if you go to school. What? Why? Because Dave Angie.
But the real number is more like 1 in 10,000, and most of those 10,000s are elderly.
What?
Well, something's got to kill you.
Something's gotta kill you.
Come the challenges they're presented.
Just drunk.
Like, literally. Like, literally.
Literally.
COVID was not that big of a deal.
Uh-huh.
Just let it run through.
Oh my God, he's just repeating himself. Boring. Boring. We're a love of God. Rent free. Boomer Dave away. Boomer Dave is tech issues, guys. Boomer Dave is not him being a boomer. He'd be right wing here.
Let it kill who it's gonna kill.
Okay.
They're gonna be mostly people that are 5 minutes from death anyway, or are gonna be drains on the tax system.
Drains on the tax system?
Gonna be that cold about it, but it's true.
I don't want to be that cold about it, but it's what? Book gave us a bingo already, Dave. Oh, Book. Give us a bingo. Give us, not gave.
And just we'll all develop a natural immunity to it, and we'll all be here and fine. Fuck off.
Dude, has he had COVID? Get rid of shit's hit the fan and add old man Dave.
I guarantee you I've had COVID.
I guarantee you I've had COVID. I didn't even check.
I never felt it.
What? How do you know what? I never felt it. How can you guarantee you had COVID? I didn't experience a single moment of COVID. I had it. What does that even mean?
Go.
I hate this phone's autocorrect. It keeps happening though. Got to check it. You got to check it twice.
I guarantee if they tested me, I'd probably test positive that I had COVID at some point. And not the vaccine kind.
Bonus. Dave makes rape jokes about a chatter's family. Right now? We're about to watch that? This is it? Why? Why?
Well, I don't know. Your mom thought I was pretty attractive when I was coming on her face last night, Phoenix.
Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Pretends to fuck. Creepy. All at once. That's a fucking bingo! Let's go! It was looking bad. Now it's looking worse. It's a bingo! Bull! Big dingy!
Go.
Tremendous dingo! Dave COVID? Dave is still alive? Woo! What a dingo, dude. Buzzer beater. Woo! Sorry, Phoenix's mom, but that's a bingo. Don't worry, she experienced nothing. Dave was fantasizing about a stranger. I don't feel good about this bingo, but I'll take the points. Why don't you feel... Oh, I mean, you feel... Like, you respect that was, of course, a bingo. You just don't feel good about the circumstances that it came about. Wow. No, this isn't Sarah. Goodness. All right, we have less than a minute left. For the love of God, rent-free, Boomer Dave. There's no way this is a bingo. There's no way there's another bingo in this. All right, you have 2 minutes to bet your dingies. Yeah, it was a different Phoenix, different chatter. That's why you thought it was Sarah. No. Oh yeah, you can bet. Bingo or bing no. Went down a React pipeline, people thinking that his Phoenix chatter is Sarah. It got weird. Yeah. It's not, in fact. The man is a horrible person, but he makes the dingo. Dude. He's dinging. He's big dinging. Time to ride the dingo lightning. It's time, Chad. You got a minute to bet it. Let's do this one. Time for a little Celtsy action. A little Celtsy. Hope you guys are having a good time. We have 100% satisfaction in chat, right? We had a ridiculous number of subscriptions earlier. We got everybody, though. Right? No ads? Looks like we got 100% cobs, I think. Good gracious. The cobs, the deep cobbing that this chat has gone through. All right. Well, an ad is starting in 5 minutes. I'm going to start stocking. Half Sack needs one, actually. Half Sack needs one. Using the wrong e-beggins, that's why. That's why, that's your problem. A lot of Bing knowers here. Last call for points. Last orders is gay. There we go. Perfect.
Well, also, your daddy said that my dick tasted like cherry wine.
That's gay. That's gay. Let's, well, you know what I'm going to do with that?
Also, your daddy said that my dick tasted like cherry wine.
Yeah, that's gay. I would like a higher volume than we usually get clip of this. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of one more time the clip.
Well, also, your daddy said that my dick.
How about we just do your daddy said, just from the your daddy part? After well also.
Well, also, your
Right here. Yeah, right here, I think.
Your daddy said that my dick tasted like cherry wine.
Yeah. Your daddy said that my dick tastes like cherry wine. That's gay, Dave. It's okay. You can, you know. Ooh, you know what? Instead of when shit hits the fan, this should just be gay. Or something. He says gay stuff sometimes. To celebrate him, you know? Do dicks taste like that? Is he gay that often? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just seizing the moment. He is. I've never tasted my dick. I've never tasted my dick either. Baby! Does it taste like cherry wine? You're the only person in the room right now. She's not really in the room. Would be easier to love them? Well, I'll have you know that my dick is delicious. Okay? And it's smooth. My dick is delicious and smooth, but quite unlike cherry wine. Everyone knows this.
And your cousins enjoyed the way I pounded their assholes.
This is also gay. This is what?
And your aunties.
This isn't.
Well, they were rather indifferent, but they were also knocked out at the time.
Indifferent, knocked out. What the fuck? Oh, it took me a second. Whoa. We are. Wow. Wow. Just an actually unhinged sicko. Dave, why are you having rape fantasies live on stream? Why is this happening? Still going, I guess. Yep.
That our empire won't go the way of all the others. That somehow we'll overcome all these challenges and avoid collapse or fading into irrelevance.
But your little brother squealed with glee while I put his little butthole on my dick.
What
and
the
spun
fuck?
him around like a top.
I'm clicking boy. But not for the reasons that I wanted to. This is probably a bannable. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably yeah. You reported to stream? Yeah, okay. Whew. That is, I'm not saving that clip. Jesus Christ. So Dave, you're fucking sick, man. You're disgusting. Threatening to assault a minor. Yeah, as a joke or something. Like, hilarious, man. Really fucking gross. Ha ha ha. Please laugh. Please clap. Wow. Everyone loses! Ding! No!
I hope you have a contest fantastic day.
Everyone loses. McPlatypus, thank you for gifting one to eye bleach, please. Maybe some ear bleach while we're at it. Let's go.
My
What
dick
a card.
is actually so moist it's dripping.
Given Dave's hygiene, his mushroom is most likely a literal mushroom. I fucking hate that you made me say these words in that order. I didn't like saying those. I didn't like saying that at all.